What if I told you that there was someone who prophesied in the early 1980s that Donald Trump would bring America back to God? Well, the other day, a close friend of mine came over and mentioned such a prophecy. It was actually contained in a somewhat viral video from a few years ago done by a Catholic priest. That video was viewed over 500,000 times, and it recounted the story of that priest's visit with a Catholic holy man in Loreto, Italy. He called him the Hermit of Loreto. The prophecy about Trump wasn't actually given to the priest directly, but to the priest's friend.
Years later, only a few weeks ago, I'm talking to Dr. Curran, and he says to me, Father, remember that guy Tom Zimmer that I told you to go see in Italy many years ago? Tom Zimmer said, the man who's going to, in the future, lead our country back to God is Donald J. Trump. And Dr. Curran said, you mean the New York Playboy? Like, this is the guy? And Tom Zimmer said, believe me, I have a premonition that this is the man who's going to do it in the future.
He said to me, he said, Claude, right now in the United States, there's a man who has the hand of God on him. He has the IQ of a genius and a first-class education, and everything he approaches, he attacks with a blinding efficiency. So I said, well, gee, I thought that was interesting. I said, well, Tom, who is it? And he goes, his name is Donald Trump. And I said, Tom, I've heard of Donald Trump. I said, but Thomas, he's kind of like this jet-setting playboy millionaire. I said, he dates Hollywood starlets, and he's always in the news with the glitterati. And he said, no, Claude. He said, I'm telling you, the hand of God is on him, and God is going to use him in the future. So Thomas said to me, he says, Claude, I'm so convinced about what I'm telling you that I have bought a memorial brick for Donald J. Trump. I've put his name on it, and he will now benefit from all of the masses and prayers in the Vatican until, for as long as that brick remains in the Holy Door. And so that was it. I mean, that's the story. One night we were walking down Via del Corso, and it was Thomas's birthday, which was May 29th. And as we're walking down up the street, a man comes up to him and hands him a pineapple. And I said, Tom, that's great. That's for your birthday. He goes, yeah, but it's not only my birthday. He said, today is the statehood day of the Philippines. And he said, and their national symbol is the pineapple. So little things like that, little, I don't know if you call signal graces. When I met him, I said, Tom, have you ever seen miracles? He said, Claude, if you spend time with me, you will become tired of counting them.
Absolutely amazing. And while Father Capaverde in 2017 already believed that the prophecy of Tom Zimmer was fulfilled in President Trump because Melania Trump led a huge public meeting by praying the Lord's Prayer, think how much more we've seen Trump bringing America back to God now. And there's no one better to describe that than the former apostolic nuncio, that is, papal representative to the United States of America, Archbishop Carlo Maria Vigano. At LifeSite, we were privileged to be asked by Archbishop Vigano to publish his open letter to President Trump. And when the president himself retweeted it and spoke of his thanks and admiration for Archbishop Vigano, it was tremendous. It is, in fact, inside Archbishop Vigano's letter to the president that the fulfillment of that 1983 prophecy of Tom Zimmer can be seen even more clearly. Archbishop Vigano wrote these words, and I quote, "For the first time, the United States has in you a president who courageously defends the right to life, who is not ashamed to denounce the persecution of Christians throughout the world, who speaks of Jesus Christ and the right of citizens to freedom of worship. Your participation in the March for Life, and more recently your proclamation of the month of April as National Child Abuse Prevention Month, are actions that confirm which side you wish to fight on. And I dare to believe that both of us are on the same side in this battle, albeit with different weapons." End quote, end quote. Tom Zimmer was real and saintly, And he did make that prophecy about President Trump. And if it has at least in part been fulfilled already, maybe there's more to come. Maybe with Tom's intercession for America, his homeland, and for President Trump, we'll see the president do even more to bring America back to God. For LifeSite News, this is John Henry Weston.